Ahoy there! It is I, Captain Trevor Charity, and welcome to the Fabian Hour. I am one of the hosts. Again, I am Captain Trevor Charity, and welcome aboard the SS Revolution. Now, let me introduce the other hosts. Take it away, Joe. That's your cue.
Did somebody call for the doctor? Because the doctor is in.
That are copyright lawyers. Anyway, and we have another host. Take it away, James.
I think Ray Parker on the phone. I think he's calling. You break that, hey, buy me a new one.
How's it going, boys?
Hi, James.
Hi,
What's happening?
Trevor.
Hi, James. What's happening? I would say Captain, but
Well, before we get to me, I really want to ask you a question. What's with the sunglasses? I mean, you only have one eye.
well, thanks to the miracle of medical technology, there was a surprise donor that allowed me to get a new eyeball, blue eye and everything. Okay, look, it's perfect. Oh God, better now. But yep, I can see 2020. But thanks again, Dave.
Yeah. Whatever. Ooh, excuse me. So, what are we doing here? Are we gonna start with me first?
Well,
Of course we are. Anyways, welcome to the Fabian Hour. I am your KFH punk rock hardcore champion of the show, James Axel. You're probably wondering, hey, why is James wearing the blue Yeti mask? Well, I'll tell you in just a hot second if you just hold on to your panties. So we have a pay-per-view coming up pretty soon called Cyber Suicide, and I went through the Blue Yeti's house, and I was looking through his underwear drawer, and I came across his old Yeti mask, and on my way back to Pennsylvania, I stopped by Joe's house, and I snatched up his Ghostbusters hoodie, and I did this because I'm taking these as trophies because I know for damn sure, come Cyber Suicide, I will be the better man. I will come out on top. What do you guys have to say about that?
Well, James, you tell him first, Captain.
well, James, I appreciate your moxie because you are going in with fighting probably the biggest pain in the asses that I've ever known.
He's quite big. Oh, did I mention that he's also fat? So fat. I don't think he'll make it to the pay-per-view.
Well, yeah, but I think you're kind of underestimating how insane he is and what he's capable of. I mean, I've witnessed it firsthand. I mean, I know you're wearing the mask and all that stuff. You're trying to get into his mind, but it doesn't affect him, man. I think you're kind of like you're trying to poke a bear that really is on meth. I think you're in over your head. And
you know what? I think you're just being nice. I think you're just trying to cover. You don't want him to get hurt. And you know what? I don't want to hurt him. I really don't. I want to kill him.
Well, so do I. But I think, well, anyway, Joe, what do you think about this? This.
James. James.
What?
I watched Zool take over little poor Louis Tully's body, and he was talking to a horse. You look like a horse's ass with that mask on. And Janish getting possessed by Vigo, you're more like, instead of being like Vigo, you're more like Janish. So get your head out of your ass. You're gonna get your ass kicked, but Ghostbuster style, brother.
Yeah, I'll tell Donald Trump what you just said about him. You're funny. Well, let's get on with the show, shall we?
Well, okay. Well, first off, let's start off with tonight's turn of events with Raw. Raw, we're setting up for Hell in a Cell, and with probably one of the biggest things that's come out of tonight's Raw is the women's match between the current champion, Sasha Banks, versus Charlotte. But here's the kicker. It's going to be in Hell in a Cell, the first ever women's championship match defended in Hell in a Cell. Joe, what do you think about this?
That is amazing. I can't wait to see the highlights of the thing because I got no network. Hashtag cheap ass right here. It's going to be cool. I hope it's great. I hope the match makes the crowd jump up and down like them titties in the ring. Make it more like Trevor's when he's chasing the ice cream man. On the street.
Classic.
AKA, just kidding. More like the Blue Yachty trying to chase the ice cream man down the street. Yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be a good match. Hashtag Bailey's got a nice ass. Who didn't see that tonight? I'd hug that.
James, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's gonna be really, really historic. I think, but there is a downside to it. Unfortunately, it's two women in a Hell in a Cell, and shut up with your hand gestures over there. It's two women in a Hell in a Cell, and why would you want to ruin such a perfect face? I'm talking about Sasha, of course. I mean, Charlotte, she's pretty ratchet in the face. Like I don't like that little mole on her cheek or lower lip. It's disgusting. It looks like a pimple just popping. I never found her attractive, so I really hope Sasha just wrecks that face more to the point where like she could just retire early. Hang out with her dad. They can do cocaine together on an airplane and talk about their dead brother and such. Ooh, is that too low? Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. It's gonna be a good match.
Well, I definitely agree. And the next big thing that's come out of tonight's Raw is, I guess this might be kind of set up because of the fact that WWE 2K17 is coming out, available for pre-order. The biggest thing is because Brock Lesnar's on the cover, and if you pre-order, you get Goldberg. Now, this seems to kind of, bring into question, could Brock face Goldberg again? Paul Heyman announced that Brock Lesnar challenges Goldberg to a fight, not a wrestling match, a fight. And then Goldberg announced on Twitter that he will be back on Raw, the next Raw in Denver, Colorado, to either accept or to pretty much answer the challenge. So to change it up, James, Axel, Yeti, whatever you're going by today, Goofball, what's going on? What do you think?
I think the South Park kids are very excited that it's going to be taking place in their hometown. Get it? I'm Cartman. Shut up, guys.
Shut up, douchebag.
Anyways, I think it's all just a ploy, honestly, for the game's sake. It's like when what was it last year 2 years ago when Sting came back. He did it just to plug in the game, get people hyped up for the game and such. So, Goldberg and Brock, they're going to have their little powwow for a couple months, and, people are going to be like, whoa, Brock versus Goldberg, WrestleMania 20 all over again. Stone Cold going to be special guest referee? Oh, fuck that shit. We'll probably just get Mick Foley to do it. No, but seriously. I think it's due to Goldberg's condition, I think Brock should take it easy on Goldberg. But at the same time, I know when the night comes, Goldberg is going to juice up on some B12, stick that needle right in his ass, get pumped up, beat on that fucking door, walk out with the fucking cops, and then just pummel Brock's ass. And then if there's time, he might just, give Heyman a little
It'll be hilarious.
run for his money. I'm a champion.
Champion?
Well, we'll
That's the work. See what happens.
we'll see at Cyber Suicide. Joe, your thoughts on the Brock v. Goldberg?
Hashtag Luigi's better than Mario.
Sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Unsponsored. Actually, sponsored by Ghostbusters on DVD. 2 months.
No.
Digital and Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Blue.
Remember, also Ghost Corpse. Yeah, so I think it's just a play for the game. I think that's the way, another cash flow for 2K. They'll give him a little cheddar here. Drop some rubber band cash on the table. Do a match. Another match. This time with Goldberg. Okay, we'll do that. We'll see if Goldberg can stick a needle in his ass, as James says, right between the crack. Like, right in the middle of the crack, grab him right by the pussy.
All right, don't steal my lines. Why don't you come up with something original there?
Yeah. You're gonna have her, I'm gonna have the girls that your husband raped, and have him here for no reason at all. So the debate gets messed up. Let's get back to talk about the real stuff because the politics stuff could. Yeah.
Was that Donald Trump with Down syndrome? Because if so, you nailed.
Well, watch your mouth. There's wrong with people with disabilities. Train yourself.
I'm the Blue Yeti tonight, so I don't give a damn.
I'm gonna have your sister, James. I'm gonna train your sister to sit on your face and fart.
You're funny.
Yeah. So made me forget what I was saying. Back to you, TBI.
Well, it's clear that I really miss Justin. So anyway, moving on to the next topic. Last night was No Mercy, SmackDown's pay-per-view. Really, it was a standard pay-per-view. A lot of people retained. One of them being AJ Styles. He retained against Dean Ambrose versus John Cena. What do you guys think about that?
I watched Luge, which is another YouTuber, and she's really, really funny, and she's the one I like from Brooklyn. Shout out to Luge. We have to get her on the show. She's a good YouTuber. She always does reviews on wrestling stuff, and you can probably find her on YouTube, Luge. I think that's her full name, Luge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was a good pay-per-view when I watched the highlights, and I was watching through Luge, and she was giving the reviews on what's going on during the matches. Every match went good, and I'm so glad the main event went the way I thought it was going to go and the way I picked it.
Right.
Yeah.
Axel, what your thoughts on it? Because I know you didn't watch it. What do you think about it?
Well, here's the fact. The reason why I didn't spend $9.99 on the WWE Network is because I was too busy spending $9.99 on Kurt Hawkins to watch the WWE Network. Ha ha! That was the real highlight of last night.
Yes, the fact that Kurt Hawkins is back is pretty cool. I liked Kurt Hawkins a lot. I used to watch him a lot.
Grim.
Yes. And yeah, another big thing, Dolph Ziggler doesn't have to worry about filling out an application because he is now the Intercontinental Champion. Thoughts on that?
I call that shit down the middle. You know, I've been saying for weeks on end, Dolph's going to come back. He's going to come back hard. He's going to come back strong. He needed this match. It was a good push for him. I knew he wasn't going to retire. It's not his time yet. You know, there was always these rumors saying that his contract's up, and, you know, there was like speculation that like if his contract was up, he was going to renew it anyways, but he was going to have a different gimmick. He could have had the Spirit Squad gimmick again. He could have had a new gimmick. Either which way, I'm so glad he's the way he is right now, and I'm even more glad that he's Intercontinental Champion.
Joe?
I'm very happy that Dolph Ziggler, the Mr. Ziggle Wiggle, won the Intercontinental title. And it was funny how they had the Spirit Squad guys all come back. It wasn't some other jobbers dressed like the Spirit Squad. It was the original guys. So it was kind of cool that they brought them back for one night only.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just happy. Good result, Ziggler. Do the Ziggle Wiggle. Do the Ziggle Wiggle.
Another big surprise that happened at No Mercy was the return of Luke Harper to aid Bray Wyatt against Randy Orton. I'm personally happy to see Luke Harper back. He's a workhorse. He works his ass off. I've seen him wrestle in the indies, and I know for a fact that whatever he does is pure gold. Thoughts on that, guys?
James, you go first. Yeti, go first.
I honestly did not see that one coming at all last night. Like when I got up this morning and I saw the clip on YouTube, I knew Randy was going for the RKO and everything, but as soon as those lights went out, I was like, oh god, it's either gonna be Braun Strowman, you know, he got drafted over SmackDown side and he's gonna just kill Randy. But no, we got Luke Harper, and like as soon as the camera just panned to his eyes, they're like so devilish. I was like, my god, this guy's gonna tear ass, and he fucking did. And I'm so glad to have him back.
Mm-hmm. Joe?
I'm happy he's back. He was a very important member of the Wyatt family. Him and Bray would be the speakers. Back in the day, he wouldn't speak, and then he started talking. And he would talk. He was pretty smart. He looks like James right now. Actually, he looks like what's the guy that works with us at Walmart? James. What's his name that works in the truck? With the beard?
I don't know.
He looks like Phil.
I don't know.
Well, it can't be Phil because, you know, that sounds like the other guy does work, so, but that's just me. So.
Yeah. Phil just walks around. Yeah, so I'm happy he's back and hope he stays in WWE for a long time. And James, I look like he didn't brush his teeth today because James doesn't have a butthole. He shits out of his mouth. That's why his breath smells like that all the time.
Those are Kurt Hawkins facts right there.
Right. Also out of the WWE camp, today we found out that Paige has been hit with yet another suspension. So she technically has a 60-day suspension. Seems like it's possibly she was prescribed some pills and got a doctor's note, but I guess the doctor note didn't clarify with the pills. So she's suspended for another 60 days. So that's her second violation. She needs one more, and then she's done. What are your thoughts on, guys?
That is actually news to me. I didn't hear anything about that till now. Excuse me. I think she should just be done, period. Because by the time she comes back, if she comes back, you know, people are just gonna realize what she did, and they're not gonna welcome her back with open arms. You know, the guys might because they're dumb and they're all like, "Oh, look, it's Paige. Look at that ass. Ooh, I messed that ass." But for like the sports entertainment side of things, like for the fans that really care about the show, they're gonna look at her and go, "Oh, you know, you messed up. We don't like you that much. You have to earn back our trust."
Joe?
Yeah, I'm upset they suspended Paige again. I think that's another ploy for WWE to fire her because the whole thing with Alberto Del Rios, and it's just I'm getting sick and tired of it. They should just fire her. She can go home, be a wrestler in the UK with her mom. She was better off with her mom. I bet you her mom probably calls her or texts her every day, sweetie. Just quit. Come home with mommy and wrestle. Because her mom still wrestles over in the Indies in the UK.
Yes, Soraya Knight. That's
Yes.
that's the buzzer. To be honest, I agree with you, Joe. I do believe this is a ploy to actually, because the problem is Paige. She currently has a very tight knit contract with WWE. So it seems like this is WWE's way to get rid of her, and unfortunately, it's just a way to get rid of her. I think that they have no way to just fire her because she'd probably get a whole bunch of money. So they probably have to find a loophole, and this is probably it. And it's a shame because I think Paige she can work. Her style's a little rough versus Sasha and Charlotte and all stuff, but it matches for her. And it'd be a terrible shame to lose her.
I think the Blue Yeti one day went into his mom's underwear drawer and found a really big, disgusting pair of her old underwear that she probably wore maybe 50 billion times in the 80s. Stole a pair, cut some holes in it, written on it with some Sharpie, and said, "You know what? Today I'm going to be a luchador wrestler. I hope I don't get pink eye in this mask." What an idiot!
And speaking of our blue masked friend, he just sent me an email.
Did he now?
He asked me to read it. Dear asshats, sorry I couldn't be on the show, and you have to deal with that piece of shit, Captain Trevor Charity. That's me. I am currently in the midst of traveling down the highways and byways, making towns, selling gimmicks, having sex with ring rats, and preparing for cyber suicide, aka my inevitable victory. It doesn't matter if I face a sissy boy who looks like Bogo the Clown or a groupie who loves a shitty 1980s movie. Oh, what the heck was that? My light. Oh, go. Jesus Christ. Okay. It might be the Blue Yeti. Oh, God. Okay, hold on.
Bray Wyatt. It's Luke Harper.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
All right, technical difficulties. Okay, that was a little scary. But that was a Blue Yeti. Anyway, he continues with, it doesn't matter that if it's a fanboy who loves...
You look like a silhouette person from, Dateline right now.
It's a live show, so the show must go on.
Trevor, where did he touch you?
Okay.
To your face.
Anyway, there we go. A little bit.
That blue light, though.
Jesus Christ, what an unprofessional show we run.
No, you have a really poor set. I'm the one with the professional lighting over here.
I don't like that someone unplugged. Anyway, it doesn't matter if I have to face a 1980s fanboy who loves a shitty movie featuring Bill Murray, or a guy who likes an Irish-born piece of shit, or a guy who's trying to be Captain Crunch. Because I will forever be the world heavy metalweight champion. And he shows a picture of it, and he says, "You see the goddamn demon skull on it?" And he says that he says a lot of racist things right now, so I'm not going to say it. And then he says, "If you want more proof, look at this picture." Let me open up. Oh, God, his dick. Okay. Anyway,
Take a picture of your own dick and send it to you.
that's official word from the Blue Yeti. So
It wasn't just his pinky toe.
I don't know. It was pretty big.
Jesus, veiny and everything.
Yep. Photoshop does wonders, I'm sure.
I really didn't look.
Go back here, James. You're
So let me look at my notes again. I'm trying to think of we have.
you curl around, give yourself an A's.
Yeah. Let me see our notes to get back on track of the show because we got to run a tight ship, even though we have technical difficulties. Bear with me, folks. I do apologize. This wouldn't happen on Justin's watch. I'll tell you that much. Justin,
You act like he's like this big Vince McMahon like guy that runs the show. You forget that I am the KFH Hardcore Punk Rock Champion. Okay, the show wouldn't be anything without its champion.
well, I'll tell you what,
You
James.
should be lucky that I'm here.
I'll tell you what, James. You shoot a promo right now. Tell the people why you're gonna win while I fix my light. Okay?
Oh, sure. Well, guys, it's obvious that I'm going to win. I mean, clearly, this title is not leaving my shoulder. And you want to know something? It's making my other shoulder feel really lonely. But that will, resolve itself pretty soon come Cyber Suicide. Because once I win, I will be both the punk rock champion and the heavy metal weight champion unified into one. But then after I claim that title, I'm just going to throw it away, and then this will just be the inaugural official Fabian Hour championship of the show because no one needs that pony-looking belt. I'll tell you that much. So look forward to Cyber Suicide coming real soon.
Well, that was very good. Now, let there be light. Anyway, to actually calm you guys down, I know there was some concern about these belts. Now, right now, even though they say, the KFH, they aren't recognized as official belts. So, as the, I guess, commissioner or whatever I am of this show, I am proud to announce that whoever wins this match will be the kayfabe champion, which will be the representative. So it doesn't matter if you're the hardcore punk rock champion or the world heavy metalweight champion. There's only one belt that matters on this show, and that's the kayfabe champion. Now, you can keep that belt, but as far as that concerned, it could be like the Intercontinental U.S. belt. But don't worry, we will have a belt. And we'll have one person representing this show. And we will decide that on Cyber Suicide.
Well, no. Now I have some concerns. Because what? Who's going to unveil this new belt? You're going to get the pot stirring now. The fans are going to start going on the Photoshop and predicting what the belt's going to look like. If anything, oh my God, if it looks anything like that stupid cruiserweight title, I'm going to lose my shit.
Oh, no, it won't look like that. Hold on a second. Yeah, get rid of that design. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Still, don't worry, it's not going to look like that.
Who are you on the phone with?
What?
Joe? What's your thoughts on this kayfabe title?
I don't know. Better not have a spinning KF logo on it either.
Spinning KFC logo? What?
Yeah. With the Crown King like in the middle of it. No spinning faces. No.
It's gonna have the Colonel side plates.
The side plates better not have your own logo in it. Well, it'd be kind of cool to have me like this. In my flights doing the dance.
Right.
Only spin side to side.
Well, I do hope that now this belt, it's not going to be like an actual physical belt. It's more of a championship because we're going to be using WWE 2K16 because let's face it, we live long distance away. We can't meet up in one place to actually throw fisticuffs. So we have to use the magic of video games to predict.
We had 2K17.
I don't care if it's face to face. I don't care if it's video games. one way or another, I'm going to tear the Yeti to shreds, whether that be mentally or physically. Either which way, I win.
Okay, Joe, who would you predict to win this match? Would the charismatic James Axel win, or the nefarious Blue Yeti?
Even though Blue Yeti always makes fun of me, I can't really say anything about James because if it wasn't for James, I wouldn't be on YouTube. So, Blue Yeti could eat it. Yeah.
You're welcome. And you want to know something? Here's my question to you, Captain. Who are you going to represent in this match?
Well, I could care less. Nothing against you, James. You are a fine gentleman. I wouldn't say you're a sailor type.
I'm a scholar.
Well, maybe not. I think that you do have a fair chance to beat the Blue Yeti, but I've seen him firsthand. I've seen him wrestle indie shows. There's a reason why they pay him up front and they don't pay him when he leaves, because they're afraid to shortchange him. I've seen him run TV wide. That sounds weird. Run TV wide. He's an insane person. He pulled my goddamn eyeball out, for Christ's sake. I really hope you win, but it's at this point he makes Brock Lesnar look like a child, a teddy tantrum, like having a temper tantrum. All I gotta tell you is watch that elbow. That's all I could say.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the warning. I'm gonna heed it.
Remember,
Right.
guys,
This is me heeding the warning. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Joe?
me and him had the match of the lifetime at WrestleMania in my game like last year, and oh my god, it was a bloody match. Even though you couldn't see the blood coming out of TBY's head, my head was covered in blood. You couldn't even see my eyes. Even though I beat him with the heat stroke, he wouldn't go down. It took 3 heat strokes to take the head to hold him down.
Yeah, and not to stir the pot, James, but wasn't the Blue Yeti the person who knocked you out and pretty much broke up the Axel family?
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, I have to play devil's advocate because
You know what? Yeah. You want to know something? It happened. And you want to know something else? I can't do anything about it other than to unleash my rage as revenge. And,
Actually, if you think about it, it was Yeti's fault. The reason why James's brother stopped doing the show.
oh, I can care less about that, I don't know if you guys were watching the news today, but Jay Beans was actually posting up on the Wrestle Scene with Jay Beans on the Scene about the clown sightings. And I overheard Yeti got arrested over the weekend because someone thought he was a clown. And they freaked out, and they called the cops on him. And, the cops were on site and everything, and they stopped him. Yeti was all like, oh, hey, man, I don't want no trouble. I don't look like a clown and everything. But you know how cops like to take things into their own hands, and they accidentally, presumably planted some clown makeup and wig, and they kind of just threw it on the Yeti and beat him up. Needless to say, Yeti's in jail till cyber suicide. Did you guys hear about that by chance?
No.
No, I haven't. But you got to realize they're not locked up with him. They're locked up with. I was trying to repeat the Watchmen line. He's gonna fuck him up. He's not a sane person. He doesn't care. For him, that's probably just a nap time. Because I've seen the guy eat light bulbs. It's kind of scary.
You know what? I'm done. I'm going to save my energy for cyber suicide. Hey, let's talk about SmackDown Live, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. SmackDown Live. Kurt Hawkins is going to be on it. I'm trying to think what's actually going to happen.
Exactly. That is the main topic. Kurt Hawkins is going to SmackDown Live.
That's good.
Now, let's shed some light on that. Why don't we? Because let's shed some facts on the topic.
James born with no butthole. Fact.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm not keen to my Kurt Hawkins facts. Why don't you take it away, James? Because
Oh, right then. Well, guys, I don't know if you got the news, if you didn't see No Mercy last night, but we're gonna get a nice healthy dose of Kurt Hawkins this Tuesday on SmackDown Live, and you know what? He's coming back with a vengeance. I don't know if you know Kurt Hawkins way back when, but you want to know something? He's Kurt Hawkins 2.0. Take that one, Matt Hardy. What?
Broken.
Stupid Vanguard piece of shit. Delete Brother Queero because Kurt Hawkins is back. I don't know. That's like saying, Tom Brady's coming back to the Patriots, after 2 years. Kurt Hawkins has been away for longer than that. And, if you go on a poll website and you see fans are more excited for Kurt Hawkins than Tom Brady, they're going to vote for Kurt Hawkins.
yes. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing Kurt Hawkins wrestle.
Yeah, of course you are.
Well, I think tonight was actually a very good show. We've pretty much talked about the topics, and we're hyping our first pay-per-view. Well, even though not really a pay-per-view, you're not paying for it. Cyber Suicide, and we'll have more information about that. And we're hoping to continue doing pay-per-views. Other than that, guys, this is another episode of Fabian Hour. If you guys have anything to say, Joe, have any plans or anything?
How you doing, everybody? As always, it's me, Dr. Adibas, Joe the Greeter. If you want to follow me, if you're a girl, cool. Follow me on Twitter on Jay Greeter. Look for the one with the... And find me on Facebook under Fans of Joe the Greeter. And as I always say, keep on busting. And who are you going to call?
And James?
All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching another fantastic Kurt Hawkins edition. Had to. Of Fabian Hour. Don't worry, buddy. You'll get a new home soon. You'll have a nice championship right there. Just so you know, quick little update. Might as well plug this in. I'm a part of this new web series that's coming out pretty soon called Nightmare Fuel. We're going to have a promotional video / trailer coming out this Halloween. It's going to be on a Monday, so look forward to that. It's a new web series. It's horror based and everything. We're going to put it up on the Indiegogo website, and we're going to take suggestions from the fans, and they get to submit ideas for the show because each episode's going to have a different segment from you guys. So look forward to that. There will be more updates soon. But other than that, my name is James Axel, and these underwear. See you soon, Yeti.
And I am Captain Trevor Charity. If you want to follow me on Twitter at Trevor Charity, or like me on Facebook. Also, this weekend, Joe, I take off my captain's hat and I put on my Ghostbusting hat because I'm visiting Gore Orphanage, a haunted orphanage that is in Vermilion, Ohio, and I'm going to see if I can wrangle up some orphan ghosts, because if there's any scarier ghosts, it's kid ghosts. And again, thank you for watching Kayfabe Hour. See you later. And watch Cyber Suicide when it comes out. Toodles.